Rockeyez would like to welcome Ted Poley, our good friend. How you doing, Ted?
Rockeyez, yeah, Brian. How are you, buddy?
Very good.
Love
very
you guys,
good.
man. Love you.
You seem like you're always a busy guy.
I am actually.
You know, you're going out in August on the 80s Invasion Tour with Enough's Enough, Bang Tango, and Ted Poley. Tell me a little bit about that.
It's the latest exciting chapter in a never-ending continuing saga of the little engine that could. I feel like it's just no label support, and just with the help of all the friends and fans out there, thank you all. It's blossomed into an actual tour bus tour, my first tour, I think, in 20 years on a tour bus across the U.S. and even a Canadian date with my friends Bang Tango and Enough's Enough. It's going to be, well, I mean, it's going to be a party to say the least, and I'm really looking forward to it. I just saw the pictures last night for the first time of our tour bus, and it's awesome. It's really everything I've ever dreamed of doing, so thank you again, everybody out there, because to think that I'm still touring in a tour bus across the whole USA, at this stage of the game is a real blessing, so come on out and rock. I hope to meet as many people as possible. That's why I'm doing it.
Cool. I also see, like, you're touring basically the whole month of August. Will there be additional dates added, or is just doing all August?
I think they might be planning another leg of the tour. I won't be on that because I have prior commitments through the end. I'm actually booked through the end of this year. But please do support those guys if you do see them. I think they're talking about possibly some areas, way out west and northwest, things like that, which are very far from me. And once again, I have a few scattered dates in there, Skullfest and Melodic Rock Fest and a few other shows that it's too much for me to keep flying back and forth. But the entire month of August, I will be out there across the U.S., starting in Las Vegas, I believe, on the 2nd, and going all over the place, not getting off that bus until, I believe, 25 days later, 25 shows in a row. So it's going to be a record-setting event, and I'm so psyched.
Very cool. And in September, you got the Melodic Rock Fest in Chicago. What can people expect from, the live show in Chicago with Andrew?
Well, that'll be different, of course, because that's my entire solo band. For this, for the August tour, I'll have Maz, my guitar player extraordinaire, right-hand man, with me, and I'll be using a couple of the guys in Bang Tango. Lance and Tim will be my rhythm section. They've been really nice about helping me out. Couldn't do it otherwise, and so it'll be a different set list. I'll be playing about a half hour a night on the 80s Invasion tour. But at Melodic Rock, I haven't gotten my set time yet, but hopefully it'll be closer to an hour with my real solo band, and it'll be a greatest hits set for everyone. And it's going to be a heck of a show. I really love that. That's an awesome event. Very cool.
Are you working on any new material?
I always work on some things. If you come see the live show, I do a new cover, which I always love to take, a cover and make it my own. As far as recording, I have no plans to ever record again. I'm having so much fun touring the world and, whatever in my giant pirate ship of a tour bus and everything else and flying to work. As far as I've got a lot of CDs out there. The Greatest Hits CD is still going strong. Please check out eBay. My seller is Ted Poley 1. Buy it from me. I'll sign it for you. I no longer really sell on my site too much because I've sold out almost everything on there. But you can still get the Greatest Hits CD for now. And, I just having fun, man.
Cool. Now, basically, like an artist, is really the money in touring?
Is it what?
Like, that's where the money should be made, in touring, instead of releasing material.
Well, I love to record, and I love to release new stuff, but, you work on it for so long, it takes a lot of time. It's very expensive. It involves a lot of favors from a lot of people. You can't do it yourself, a lot of musicians to make things sound like a band. It requires a lot of people, and then you work on it, you put your heart into it, and the very next day, after release, it's all over the place for free. And everybody downloads it, and that's fine. I'd rather that they have it if they can't afford it. But it really doesn't fit into my business model anymore. I've got 30 CDs out there. I hope people can enjoy something off of there. Now I'm really focused on, like I say, doing the live shows, pulling some really special songs out from the past. So if you come out, you'll see some really cool things. And like I say, I always like to pick something new to keep it fresh and play it live. But I'm enjoying really touring and meeting everybody and sort of reaping, the fruits of all of these years of releasing music. Now I get to see the smiling faces and really hang out with everybody, and I'm having the best time. So to get locked up in a studio is going to cost somebody an awful lot of money, I would say.
Definitely. Now, when you do a live show, you usually go into the crowd. What goes through your mind when you're about to go in there?
Oh, in the crowd?
Yeah.
Oh, I love it. Basically, it's just trying to keep the mic away from my teeth because everybody's rocking so much. I have the front of my teeth are all chipped up from everybody hitting the mic, and it's awesome, man. But I don't think too much. I just get out there. I love it. It's not an act. If I really feel it, and I have a wireless mic, which helps. Then I go out in the crowd. I love it, and people take pictures and they have fun. It's kind of the stuff that I would have been thrilled if I had gone to see, Kiss or somebody when I was a kid, and somebody came out in the audience and sang right to me. I would have been pretty thrilled. So that's the kind of stuff I like to do, just keeping it fun,
Right. When you play like Rocklahoma, which you have plenty of times, and you do a small club show, what's really the main difference?
The big shows are awesome. The main difference is really backstage where you can't see. We get bigger catering, bigger backstage, plusher rooms. But honestly, clubs are where I started. I feel more comfortable in clubs. Everybody's, drinking and sort of partying with you, and it's more of a party atmosphere. I enjoy that a lot. The festivals are great, but it's sort of like being on display. You're really out there, and everybody's sort of sitting or standing and really focused. And it's another whole approach. But the club stuff's fun. It's a lot looser. You're not held to a schedule. The festivals, there's always a time limit, and we in Danger or solo. I haven't done one yet where I haven't been cut, by at least a song or two because they're running behind. So there's a lot. It's a different strategy. Where clubs, usually you can rock and have a great time and party until you're done.
Cool. Now, a lot of people know the history of Ted Poley, but tell me a little bit about your childhood and growing up and your first band. I know you were in Prophet for a while and stuff like that, but really, when you grew up, what kind of kid were you, and about schooling and stuff like that? People don't know that part of Ted Poley.
I'm pretty much the same. I stalled at like 12 years old. I was weird. I'm weird now. I was weird then. I sort of marched to the beat of my own drummer, who's usually me. So I started out on piano at like age 4. I was forced to do that by my parents, by my mom really, who was a piano player, and I took classical piano, which I hated. Then I fell in love with the drums. I did that whole thing, and I was real fortunate that one of my first bands, I ran into actually looking for used equipment. We used to have a paper called the Wanted Press. I wonder if it's still there. I moved out of the area, but it's probably still around. You sell used equipment, and there was actually an ad in there for a band member, and I met Ken Dubman from Prophet in our first band, and I was 15, and he was about 14 years old, and it was an amazing experience, and to play with somebody like that who was a prodigy, even back then you knew how great he was. They schooled me early. His mom was a real stage mom, and it was great. We got driven to concerts, and I learned a lot from seeing a lot of bands that other people really didn't have access to at that age, and was just awesome. So I was very lucky to play with people that talented that early. And I just trying to keep up with them was a challenge. And then, of course, Danger came along, and I loved it. I didn't like singing. I liked the wall of drums in front of me, but it became what it was. Now I'm loving it. So.
Right. In your wildest idea, dream, would you ever think you would still be in music at this time?
No, honestly, no. I'll tell you, Metal Edge always sort of undershot ages a little bit, but I'm 51 years old now, man. I'm in the best shape of my life, going out with the biggest bus tour I've done in 20 years. Last tour, there was no such things as the internet, cell phones. I don't even think we had DVDs yet. I think the latest technology was my Walkman cassette player. So I'm loving it, man. But yeah, it's quite a long history, 51 years, and along the way, I've been a little Blue Hedgehog for Sega and done just a lot of stuff. But right now, like I say, the most fun is I'm giving up a month of my summer so I can come out and really just hang with the fans, and it's just it's going to be great, man.
Cool. Well, congratulations on your career, your tour. Is there anything else I missed that you'd like to talk about?
No, you guys are great. Thank you for your support, and really, everybody, come on out because it's going to be quite a test, man. 25 shows in 25 days. Bang Tango, enough's enough. Myself, we're doing it all for you, and we're just really looking forward to it. I've been speaking with the guys. Everybody's psyched, and it's really going to be a great show. So come on out and see everybody soon.
Thanks a lot, Ted. I appreciate it.
Oh, thank you, Brian.
Bye-bye.
Take it easy, man.